People always associate self-improvement with the grind set, discipline, working hard, a bald guy yelling at you to do more reps. But in all honesty, I think a huge part that people don't talk about are the simple things that people don't do that make life so much better. And over the past couple years, I've developed a couple of very easy things that have made my life so much better. So I'm going to be sharing them with you today. So the first thing that's helped my life tremendously is walking. You ever notice that old people, so many of them, they just walk all the time, whether it be in the park, the mall, around the neighborhood. Old people are always walking. And that's because they figured out the cheat code to being happy. And it's a 10-minute walk around the block. I don't know the science behind it or why exactly it works this way, but just literally going outside 10-15 minutes, walking a little bit, no music, no nothing in your ears, just clearing your mind is one of the simplest ways to just calm yourself down. And I'm at the point now where I go on probably like half-hour walks every single day, just because I found it's something that is so easy, so simple, and just brings so much peace of mind. So I highly encourage all of you to walk when you get the chance. The second thing that's made life so much better is deleting Twitter. Now, if you're watching this and you don't have Twitter, congratulations. You're already way ahead of a lot of people. But there was a period in my life, maybe like from when I was 18 or 19, I had Twitter and I used it only for like an hour a day. It wasn't like it was crippling my life. It's not that Twitter is going to take up all of your time. It's the content that's on it. If you've ever been on Twitter, you know it's a endless cycle of arguments and porn. Everywhere you go on Twitter, it's going to be threads of people yelling at each other about politics, about like random situations. It's just there's so much an endless cycle of hate on Twitter that when you go on there, you leave it in a worse mood. And then the endless amount of OnlyFans girls is unbelievable. Like, it's in the comments of completely unrelated posts, you'll see 10 girls posting their ass and being like, check my profile for more. And you go on Twitter just to, see what's going on in the world, and you end up leaving it hating yourself because you just looked at a bunch of OnlyFans models and people having angry arguments. So I promise you, there is no benefit to going on Twitter. Avoid it at all costs. I've been off Twitter for maybe 3 months at this point, and I've just noticed life is so much better. Like, there's so much just more happiness because I don't have this constant cycle of hate coming into my brain. So no Twitter at all costs. The next thing that made life way better is this thing called instant coffee. Now, I'm an adult, I'm fairly busy, so I do like to have some caffeine throughout the day. Not a ton. I could do a whole video about why you shouldn't have a ton of caffeine, but I do like to have a cup of coffee sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon. And if you buy coffee like from the store whenever you get it, it's like $3-4, and that adds up so quickly if you do it every day. It's like if you buy coffee from the store, you're going to be spending so much money. And if you brew it at home, that's better, but still you got to change out the filter, you got to clean everything up. It's kind of a hassle to brew coffee every time you want it. But what I found out is there is this thing called instant coffee where you literally take a scoop, put it in a cup, put water in, mix it up, and throw in some creamer and ice, and you can have a cup of coffee in literally like 30 seconds. And not only that, but this entire jar, which has 120 servings, was $5 at the store. So basically, I have unlimited coffee for 4 months just by spending $5. And I cannot tell you how convenient this is. I have never bought coffee at any kind of store. I haven't brewed it. Literally, scoop it into a cup, mix in some creamer, throw some ice in there, knock it back. It is so convenient having instant coffee. So I highly recommend it. Not if you're young. Wouldn't recommend caffeine if you're under like 18 years old. But for all my adults out there that love coffee, give it a try. The next phenomenal thing I've added to my life is reading. If you ever wondered how people kept themselves entertained before there was social media and TV, people used to read all the time, and for good reason. Reading is like watching YouTube or going on social media, but instead of brain rot, it's actually like intelligent stuff that makes you smarter and makes you think better. And I don't know. Well, I guess school does teach us to read, but for some reason it gives us incredibly boring books that we don't want to read. There are some phenomenal books out there that are not only entertaining, but they're also like they make you think better. And, I have a mix of self improvement books and just like other nonfiction learning type of books, and I read maybe like 10, 20 minutes a day, and it's just a great refresher, especially if you read something from an intelligent person or like a successful person. It kind of puts you in that mindset to not be a brain rot loser, and I've just enjoyed reading so much. So hang on. These are all the books I've read over the past year, and most of them are pretty good. I could make a video about my favorite books sometime, but that's for another video. Take a screenshot, pick one, and enjoy. This next thing didn't make life better, but I would say it made life way more convenient. So I used to lose everything. I used to have, so basically, when I go outside, I have my pockets, and they hold four distinct things: my phone, my wallet, my AirPods, and my keys. And because I had four things to carry all the time, I would lose something literally every week, whether it be my keys, my wallet. I lost my wallet so much, and it was just such a plight on my life. So I found this very nice solution to it, and it's so simple. I got rid of my wallet, put it on the back of my phone. There's like a $6 thing you can get on Amazon. You can get a wallet attachment to the back of your phone. And then I just combined my keys and my AirPods. And ever since I've done that, I don't think I've lost anything. It's been a long time, and it's just so much better to be able to go around, live my life without worrying about losing stuff constantly. So if you're someone who loses stuff like me, try to combine stuff that you lose or just make it in a better way so that you don't lose it. It has been a joy to not have to worry about where my wallet was, because I lost probably hundreds of dollars in cash from losing my wallet. It was terrible, but not a problem anymore. And the last thing that's made life so much better, it may be the simplest thing I've said yet, and that is smiling. So there's this book I read called The Happiness Advantage, and it's basically scientifically backed that you are more likely to be successful if you go through life trying to be happy. So what I've applied to this and what I've interpreted from the book is, if I can just put myself, even if I'm faking it, into a good mindset whenever I go into anything. If I'm walking in a room about to talk to someone, I just take a second, gather myself, smile, and then approach that situation. And as it turns out, when you're smiling, life does get a lot easier, because when I walk into a room smiling, if people see me, they automatically become relaxed, and then they're easier to talk to, and then they want to talk to me. And then if I go into like a video or I'm doing some work or something, I go in with a smile, it doesn't become work anymore. It just becomes another beautiful part of life that I get to be a part of. So it sounds corny, sounds cheesy. You're never going to catch me saying this on the Orange Peanut channel, but go through life with a smile. It'll make things a lot easier. So those are all the things I think that are so simple that I've implemented in my life that have made it so much better. Let me know in the comments very simple things that you guys have done that have made life a lot better, and we're going to learn something today. So with that being said, I'm going to leave this here. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.